गुड मॉर्निंग। ये लाइव करने का जरूरत नहीं था, बट कल से हॉकी पे जो चल रहा है उसी वजह से ये लाइव आई थिंक इज इम्पोर्टेंट. आई थिंक इट्स एक्सट्रीमली इम्पोर्टेंट दैट वी क्लैरिफाई एग्जैक्टली क्या चल रहा है, और ज्यादा कुछ सवाल भी उठाना पड़ेगा कि हम हमारे स्पोर्ट को कैसे देखते हैं. पहला बात तो ये है कि कल ये जो कंट्रोवर्सी सामने आया, जर्सी कंट्रोवर्सी, सैफरन होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए, ब्लू से सैफरन कैसे किया गया, वर द प्लेयर्स कंसल्टेड, कोच कंसल्टेड, प्रेसिडेंट इन द नो, हॉकी इंडिया कैसे इसने ये डिसीजन ले लिया, ये सारे चीज लेके ये मुद्दा जो उछला देश में, इट बिकेम अ मैसिव पॉलिटिकल इशू. I had an opportunity of speaking to two of the players, Harmanpreet Singh, captain, Hardik Singh, vice captain. He's been captain also in the past. मैंने directly सवाल पूछा था on this, and Harmanpreet was on record. आप Red Sports पे देख सकते हो. Harmanpreet was on record saying controversy मत कीजिए, players were consulted, and ये issue ब्लू और ब्लू में मर्ज कर रहा था, इसलिए उन्होंने क्लैरिफाई किया. इनफैक्ट मैंने एक काउंटर सवाल भी हार्दिक से भी पूछा था. Harman jumped in and answered that question and basically said that there is no controversy here. He said, भाई साहब controversy मत बनाइए. The players were indeed taken in the loop and all of that. He also went on to say that हम लोगों ने एक मैच खेला है और उस मैच में हम लोगों ने ये नया जर्सी पहन के खेला है. As a result, it was easier. That was Harmanpreet's clear-cut statement to me on Red Sports. Now here's the point. मैं पहले ये clear कर देना चाहता हूँ that whatever I'm saying, there are two parts to it. One is fact and one is opinion. What Harmanpreet said yesterday is fact from his standpoint. वो मेरा opinion नहीं है. मैं यहाँ पे अपना opinion नहीं दे रहा हूँ. हरमनप्रीत ने जो कहा हमने रिपोर्ट किया. सेकेंडली, इवनिंग में मैंने देखा that दिलीप तिर्की, द प्रेसिडेंट, उन्होंने कई मीडिया आउटलेट से बात किया. उन्होंने बयान दिया that yes, this was done at the behest of the players and the coach, and Dilip gave a clarification. He was on ANI, he was on PTI, he was on multiple news agencies, और उन्होंने ये बयान दिया. Now I obviously saw all of that. And again, this is Dilip's opinion, and we are reporting it. Okay, there is a difference between our opinion and Dilip's opinion. Now, till yesterday night, this was what the fact is: that the president has said something, the players have said something, former players have said something. Now, each one of us have passion and emotion with the blue. Each one of us might feel something, but there is also a fact that orange has been used. I have already bought the football jersey. In the past, yellow also has been used, whether it is in 2014. Blue, light blue to dark blue, all of this has been there in the past as cases in point. Now then there was a tweet and an Instagram post, a long post from Naveen Patnaik, former CM of Odisha, who has been credited with this transformation in hockey. Naveen Babu, who I have the greatest respect for, by the way, Naveen Babu put out a long post saying he was unhappy, displeased, disappointed with this change. Now, clearly, once Naveen Babu's post came out, after that, this matter was picked up by the national media. It turned political. Hockey India elections are also due towards the end of this year. And almost every political journalist of note jumped into the matter. Today morning, multiple emails have been sent which have subsequently been leaked. हमने भी चलाया है. दिलीप ने एक मेल भेजा to his executive board, to multiple people, all people in his executive board, which also includes, the mail is copied to the Secretary General Bholanath Singh, to Commander Srivastav, to everyone. जहां पे दिलीप ने कहा, and there are multiple points there. जो central point ये है कि yesterday he said what he had to say because the players are leaving today in the next couple of hours, and Dilip wanted to keep the players away from this. He wanted to protect the players from this, which is why he said what he said. At the same time, he has made some very stark observations that he was not kept in the know. उनको पता नहीं था. He was not informed about it. In the last 1.5 months, there has been one executive board meeting on AGM. वहाँ पे ये मुद्दा उठाया नहीं गया था. And then he has asked for an EB at 5 p.m. India time today, which is 4 hours from now. Now, these emails are all in the public domain. Multiple people in the media have them. In fact, in our work group, this was posted by one of our younger colleagues as well. So these emails are all in the public domain. ये तो हमारे देश का एक खासियत है ही कि आप जो भी कुछ करोगे वो लीक होगा. हमने भी यूज किया. Now, from here on, this is the story. एक साइड आपको सोचना पड़ेगा, this has become political prime time juice. हर जर्नलिस्ट जो पॉलिटिकल जर्नलिज्म करते हैं उनके लिए ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग जूस बन गया है. कांग्रेस वर्सेस बीजेपी, BJD is also involved. Every person in the know is now politicians. They will have a field day, and the issue is such. It's of national importance. It's about a sport that resonates with the people of India. This has become political prime time juice. These journalists who have nothing to do with sport, nothing, they will all jump in. Some former players who are remotely not connected will be made to sit as talking heads on national TV, and they will make some money by giving these appearances, and they will all come. Everybody will have a say on the matter. You know what? Today is Neeraj Chopra's day here in Glasgow. He is supposed to throw for his final. Today is Tejashwin Shankar's day here in Glasgow. The man has put in Herculean effort to do the event. Not one of these media people are remotely bothered about Indian sport. Not one. Not one. They are bothered about the political prime time juice. You go and ask them what Neeraj Chopra is doing, they will know nothing. You go and ask them what Tejashwin Shankar is doing, they will know nothing. More importantly, now that the players are leaving India today, the women's team has already left and are practicing in Belgium and Netherlands. The men's team is leaving today. The men's team is leaving today in the next couple of hours. Now imagine if you are the captain of the men's team, you are Harmanpreet Singh, or you are a Hardik Singh, or a Manpreet Singh, or whoever you are. What is the mind space with which you are going? You are going for a World Cup, for God's sake. You are going for a World Cup. Are we even bothered how India performs at the World Cup? No. No. The players and some of us, all of us, have become political pawns in this larger political game. Each one of us. I've had the opportunity of speaking to Dilip Tirki multiple times. I've had the opportunity of speaking to players. And let me say this very openly. We have all become pawns of a larger political game. When the players are traveling for a World Cup, does one even know what the preparation is like? And I can tell you now, all of the media outlets that are talking about this jersey controversy, not one of them will report when the first match in the World Cup is played in mid-August. Nobody will care. No one will care whether India loses, India wins. Nobody will care how the players perform in Netherlands on the 14th or 15th of August. Nobody will give a damn as to what happens to Indian hockey. What everybody will care is, acha, will this political row between the BJP and the Congress and the BJD, how does it unfold and what will happen in Parliament? What happens to the sport? Let the sport go to hell. Let the sport go to hell. And we sports journalists or the sports media will feed into this narrative. We will feed into this narrative because, as I said, we are all pawns of this larger political game. हम यही हैं. आज का हमारा रियलिटी यही है. आप अगर हरमनप्रीत सिंह हो, आपका माइंड स्पेस में क्या चल रहा है? आप वर्ल्ड कप खेलने के लिए जा रहे हो. आइदर आप यूज्ड हो रहे हो, आइदर आपको यूज किया जा रहा है कि यार ये नैरेटिव दो या ये नैरेटिव दो. अगर आप प्लेयर हो, क्या आप सोच रहे हो गेम के बारे में? क्या आप सोच रहे हो यार हमारे देश में तो ये नैरेटिव चल रहा है अबाउट द जर्सी, ये नैरेटिव को हमें संभालना है, सच ये है, सच ये नहीं है. अगर आप हार्दिक हो, या हरमनप्रीत हो या प्लेयर्स हो, आप यही सोच रहे होंगे कि अभी तो मुद्दा ये है, वर्ल्ड कप में क्या हो रहा है मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता, मुझे पहले ये संभालना पड़ेगा। अगर आप हॉकी इंडिया हो, मुझे बताओ, अगर आप दिलीप तिर्की हो या भोलानाथ सिंह हो या कमांडर श्रीवास्तव हो, कोई भी हो, are you focused on the World Cup at the moment, or are you focused at damage control? Are you focused at solving this controversy which has now erupted and has taken to parliament? I think Priyanka Vadra has also spoken in parliament. This is full scale political row. Every news channel one can tell you from now will have this as your prime time debate. Will anybody give a damn about Neeraj Chopra's final? No. Will anyone ask Harmanpreet Singh the question, yaar perform kaise karoge jaake? No. Will anyone ask Tejashwin Shankar, how did you do with the injury? No. We in Indian sport are not bothered about sport. We are bothered about what is juicy, what is a fight between the BJP and the Congress and the BJD and X or Y, and that is all that we are concerned about. So what if sport is suffering? So what if the players are suffering? Now, if the players don't go and perform because their mind space is all screwed up, who takes responsibility for it? We will blame the players. Oh, they are useless. We will very easily blame the players that they are all bogus. Indian hockey has gone to the dogs. No one cares. Will anybody then think that in the key preparation period after going to the Netherlands and Belgium, or during the time that they were leaving from India to go and play this tournament, this is what we were doing with the players? We are toying with their mental framework. You think international sport is that easy that the players will go there and within 1 second get into the frame and start performing? You think Hockey World Cup is a piece of cake like a prime time 9 p.m. television show where news anchors and people start screaming their lungs off? It is that easy? None of these people will ever know the rigors of international sport that they go out there and play. All our political anchors combined. And we sports journalists, we are even more useless. Me included. We are all pawns. We are all pawns in this larger political game. We don't even have a damn voice. अरे बोलो यार कि स्पोर्ट पे किया करो ना, नीरज चोपड़ा पे रिपोर्ट करो, तेजस्विन पे रिपोर्ट करो, हॉकी का परफॉर्मेंस पे रिपोर्ट करो ना, क्या होगा इंडियन वुमेन्स टीम, कैन दे टर्न इट अराउंड, कैन द मेंस टीम टर्न इट अराउंड? यस, द जर्सी राव इज देयर. आई मीन, सोचा कीजिए, फॉर अ चेंज सोचा कीजिए. हम लोग यहाँ पे ग्लासगो में सबसे जो इंपॉर्टेंट स्टोरी यहाँ पे हो गया था, रोहन पास से बोल रहा है, इज द पोल वॉल्ट एथलीट्स डिड नॉट गेट देयर पोल. अरे यार, शर्मिला धनकर पे स्टोरी करो. शर्मिला धनकर कौन है आपको पता ही नहीं है इन द मीडिया. अभी पता है क्योंकि उनको मेडल जीत गया है. उसके पहले आप जाके पूछो ना शर्मिला धनकर कौन है, शिल्पा शैला कौन है, मार्टिना देवी कौन है, आपको पता ही नहीं है. दिस इज द स्टेट ऑफ द स्पोर्ट्स मीडिया. वी आर रबिश. We are absolute rubbish. And this pains me. This is what irritates me to the core. And I'm saying this, I've spoken to Dilip, I've spoken to everybody in Hockey India. I've spoken to the players. Let it play out. Let the controversy play out. But is the controversy or is this political juice the real story as far as the sport is concerned? No, it's not. Will you give the sport the same level of importance when the players take field in the Netherlands or in Belgium 15 days from now? You will not. You will say India lost. You will say, oh, India is now bogus. Asian Games is 2 months later. Are you bothered about Olympic qualification? No, you are not. What you are bothered about is how this controversy will play out in the political landscape of India. So what if 15 players and a coach are made to suffer in the whole process? So what if the sport is made to suffer in the whole process? The sports journalist will be told that go and do an interview. Don't ask about performance. Don't ask about preparation. Don't ask about how they have trained. Go ask about this jersey controversy and come and bring this to the notice of the political editor, so as that editor can play this up at 9 p.m. And we all know how this will unfold. Every television platform or every digital platform. This is turning murkier and murkier. And by the way, the mail that was sent by Dilip Tirki, the mail that was sent to the Hockey India teams, it got leaked. Everything in the country gets leaked. Everything in the country, in the domain will get leaked. ये तो नॉर्मल है। हमने मल्टीपल ग्रुप्स में देखा है, सारे मेल्स का कॉपीज ग्रुप्स में फ्लोट कर रहे हैं। हमें ये भी पता है कि हॉकी इंडिया का इलेक्शन है थोड़ी देर में, कुछ महीने में, और उस इलेक्शन के लिए ये सारे चीज और बढ़ता रहेगा, and players will be entangled or brought into the controversy also. Now imagine this. Yesterday, and by the way, I asked Dilip this question. Imagine this. The president of Hockey India, 412 caps. The president of Hockey India speaks to national news agencies and says the thing was done at the behest of the captain and the coach. This is what it is, right? Today, an email is sent, not one but two, which we have copies of, by the way. मैं आपको दिखा भी देता हूँ। ईमेल का कॉपीज हमारे पास, सबके पास है। ईमेल का कॉपीज हमारे सबके पास है। ये देखिए ईमेल का कॉपी, ये देखिए ईमेल का कॉपी। चला भी चलिए देखिए, असुविधा हम ईमेल का कॉपी भी आपको दिखा देते हैं। हाँ ठीक है, we put out the emails on the screen. Give me a minute. We will put out all the emails on the screen. हमारे पास सारे emails का कॉपी है। इनफैक्ट ये भी है कि ये ईमेल, बाय द वे, मेरे पास तो ये ईमेल का कॉपी 2.5 आवर्स से था। मैंने तो ये भी कहा था कि ये लीक नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि what picture is this sending out? But then we saw every possible group in the country has access to these emails. Will there be a formal statement? We don't know. Will there be a formal statement on this? We don't know. I think there will be. Now, if the president said something to the agencies yesterday, and as I said, I've had multiple conversations with him, what transpired? If he's saying that he wasn't kept in the know, then what does that show about Hockey India? If he wasn't in the know, there was a photo shoot done. A mail was sent to that effect on the 24th of July to take approvals on the photo shoot. A mail was, should he not have been, or is there no mail then where the president was consulted on the matter? Now, if the president was not consulted on the matter, who's responsible? Who? Ekdam chala. Here is the copy of the email. Dekh lijiye. Here is the copy of the email from the president to all the executive board members. There is another email. Rohan, play that also. Here's the second page of the email. Ekdam chala. Here's the third email. So rather the second email, page number 3, where an executive board meeting has been summoned now. Where an executive board meeting has now been summoned. And this matter is becoming murkier and murkier and murkier. It will not die down in 1-2 days. This will not die down. And in what the political ambience of the country at the moment, do you think this matter will die down? No, it will not. What will happen to the sport in Belgium and the Netherlands? We are talking about the World Cup. India has not won a World Cup in the last 51 years. 1975 is when we had last won the World Cup. Yesterday, Harmanpreet and Hardik tells me the team is focused on winning the World Cup or making the podium. Are you serious? Do you even realize in what mental frame the players will be when they land in Belgium and the Netherlands? Are we serious that we have left them in a mind space where they can play a World Cup and possibly win a World Cup? ये joke हो रहा है क्या? कि आप जाके ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ब्रिटेन, स्पेन, ऐसे जो टीम्स है, डच, जर्मनी, आप इनको हरा के वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाओगे, ये माइंड स्पेस में? जब आपका पूरा माइंड स्पेस इस पे लगा हुआ है कि हम ये जर्सी राव डिफेंड कर दे, ये ऑरेंज होना चाहिए, येलो होना चाहिए, ये ब्लू होना चाहिए, और हमारे देश में पॉलिटिशियंस के बीच में लड़ाई हो रहा है, और हमारा सारे हॉकी इंडिया इसमें इंटेंगल्ड है, और हम प्लेयर्स है, बकरा है इसमें, वी आर ऑल पॉलिटिकल पॉन्स, हमें यूज किया जा रहा है इन आइदर वे, हम जाके कैसे खेलेंगे यार? आप हो कौन? कैसे खेलोगे? In what mind space will you play? Today when they board that flight, you mean to tell me that the players are actually talking strategy with coach Craig Fulton? Can you even talk strategy in this mind space? No, you can't. Is the athlete even relevant? ये सवाल पूछिए. কোয়েশ্চেনটা কি? কোয়েশ্চেন হচ্ছে, it's funny I never saw discussion by news channel on hockey world cup selection and preparation. Priyanshu, 100%, that is exactly what I'm trying to say. This is all about views. हम लोग हर दिन हॉकी करते हैं, स्क्वॉश करते हैं, फुटबॉल करते हैं, क्रिकेट करते हैं, पैरा स्पोर्ट करते हैं, पैरा एथलेटिक्स करते हैं। यहाँ पे ग्लासगो में भी 3-4 लोग आके बैठे हुए हैं, कवर कर रहे हैं। कौन सा न्यूज चैनल से लोग यहाँ पे भेजा गया? एक न्यूज चैनल का नाम बताइए ना। आप इंडियन स्पोर्ट करना चाहते हो, ग्लासगो में कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स चल रहा है, इतना अच्छा स्टोरीज आ रहा है, शर्मिला धनकर एक्सेट्रा, एक न्यूज चैनल बता दीजिए मुझे जो यहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंटेटिव भेजा। सब बकवास। एक न्यूज चैनल बताइए। Are you even bothered about Indian sport? Do you even care? Does Indian sport even remotely mean anything to you? Do the players mean anything to you? ये प्लेयर्स आपके लिए हेडलाइन मशीन्स हैं। ये प्लेयर्स आएंगे, आपको कुछ हेडलाइंस देंगे, आपका 2 प्राइम टाइम नेशनल डिबेट ठीक ठाक चल जाएगा। कल आपको टॉयलेट पेपर बना के इनको आप गार्बेज बिन में डाल दोगे, फ्लश करके निकाल दोगे। And we the sports media are donkeys. हम इस पे कुछ नहीं कहेंगे कि यार स्पोर्ट को बचाओ, एथलीट को सेंटरपीस करो, फोकस ऑन द वर्ल्ड कप पे स्टोरीज करो। नहीं बोलेंगे, हम नहीं बोलेंगे, हम ये नहीं कह सकते। एंड दैट इज द वर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस, कि द स्पोर्ट हैज बीन रेलिगेटेड टू द बैक बर्नर, द स्पोर्ट हैज बीन डिस्कार्डेड लाइक जंक। Whatever fights there are, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, कोई भी इलेक्शन जीत जाए, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, जीतने दो। अरे यार, स्पोर्ट को डैमेज मत करो। And we in the news media space, we will be used and then discarded also. और हमें कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा इस पर। आप देख लो, कल से कौन सा न्यूज मीडिया आउटलेट ये स्टोरी नहीं किया, सबने किया। मैं नाम किसी का यहां पे नहीं लेना चाहता, बट आप सब जानते हो, एवरी न्यूज मीडिया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन इंडिया हैज नाउ जंप्ड इनटू द बैंडवैगन एंड हैज डन दिस स्टोरी। Did they even do one story on the Hockey World Cup build up a day before? The answer is no. Did they even do one story on have sent, you mean to say our news media organizations does not have the money to send one reporter or one journalist who's a sports journalist who would have been enriched to Glasgow? Do you even believe that nonsense? बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड लगता है, जानते हैं। इंडियन स्पोर्ट के लिए जब आप काम करते हो, जब आप देखते हो कि पॉलिटिकल जर्नलिस्ट, पॉलिटिशियंस, ये लोग आपको यूज कर रहे हैं, ये स्पोर्ट को यूज कर रहे हैं, अपना हेडलाइंस बना रहे हैं, अपना स्टोरीज वीव कर रहे हैं, अपना लड़ाई करवा रहे हैं। कांग्रेस वर्सेस बीजेपी, एज अ कांग्रेस spokesperson who will sit in the television debate, or a BJP spokesperson or a BJD spokesperson, have they followed the hockey team's progress? Do they even know what it will take for Harmanpreet Singh or Salima Tete to go and win the World Cup, or even make a mark in the World Cup? नहीं। एंड सबसे जो एम्बैरेसिंग बात है वो ये है कि हम ही लोग आफ्टर द वर्ल्ड कप इज ओवर, एंड गॉड फॉरबिड अगर अच्छा नहीं गया, तो हम लोग यही प्लेयर्स को गाली देंगे। हम लोग ये कहेंगे इंडियन हॉकी इज नाउ ऑन इट्स डेथ बेड। ये देखो, हमने वर्ल्ड कप नहीं खेल पाए, ये देखो, हमने वर्ल्ड कप में 8th पोजीशन में फिनिश किया। यही हम लोग कहेंगे। और एक सवाल रोहन चला रहा है, some TV channels also took it as a prime time discussion. Obviously they will. Who's this Yug Parmar? Boria, that the best part yesterday was Mirabai with Martina during her competition. Obviously, yeah, who the hell cares? Tell me, sports crazy, who is Martina? जाके पूछो ना मार्टिना देवी कौन है, कोई भी प्राइम टाइम एंकर से जाके पूछ लो। मैं आई बेट माय बॉटम डॉलर दे विल नॉट हैव एन आंसर हु मार्टिना देवी माइबाम इज। जाके पूछो ना बिंदिया देवी सोरो खाइबाम है कौन, ये मार्टिना देवी है कौन, पूछो ना जाके। They'll say, who the hell is this Martina Devi, 20-year-old from Manipur, super heavyweight weightlifter? मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, ये जूस थोड़ी है, हेडलाइन थोड़ी है, ये हेडलाइन नहीं है, नहीं है। मीराबाई जितना भी हेल्प कर ले मार्टिना देवी को, हेडलाइन नहीं है। Art medal in weightlifting with Lovepreet Singh lifting his career best is not the headline. Not the headline. We, the sports media of India, we are a dead species. We are spineless. We are a dead species. That's what the truth is. And you feel a deep sense of frustration. Deep, deep sense of frustration. Our country is planning to host the Commonwealth Games. We are planning to host the Olympic Games. We are planning to host the Asian Games. We are a powerhouse. This is the reality of Indian sport. Not one media outlet, not one. Tell me one prime time television outlet that had done this, done a story on hockey. People have now done the Sharmila Dhankar story. Why? Because it's a good story. Domestic violence, she was being abused. What a great story from there to gold. Before the Commonwealth Games, does Sharmila Dhankar even exist? No. Suppose Shilpa Shaila did not get that bronze. Who the hell is Shilpa Shaila, man? I'm sorry, but if this is the state of Indian sport, God help us. God help us. God help us. Asian Games. What Asian Games? Bhai. By the way, subpar performance on what basis? Mirabai Chanu did not even need. So it is not subpar. Mira did not need to push 190 में gold आ गया खत्म कर दिया. Last lift लिया ही नहीं. क्यों लेगा? So the question that you're asking, there is an answer to that. You got to play smart. The New Zealand guy in the clean and jerk in Lovepreet, he did not even need to take the final lift because clean and jerk was his strength. Yes, not everybody is Emily Campbell, who will go and do a games record. And she did it because she's English, Scottish. This part of the world, the United Kingdom, huge support for Emily Campbell in that ring yesterday. But let's come back. Last 3 minutes on the show. If you're an Indian sports fan, if you're an Indian sports journalist, we should ask ourselves, what is our primary commitment to? Is our primary commitment to the sport? Is our primary commitment to the athlete? Is our primary commitment to our jobs? When we decided to take up sport, हम क्या रिपोर्ट करने के लिए आए थे? हम हॉकी रिपोर्ट करने के लिए आए थे, वर्ल्ड कप रिपोर्ट करने के लिए आए थे, या पॉलिटिकल पॉन्स बनने के लिए आए थे? यूज किया जाएंगे हम लोग, इसके लिए आए थे? या सामने सवाल पूछिए, खुद को पूछिए। आज के दिन में ग्लासगो में नीरज चोपड़ा क्या अरशद नदीम को हरा पाएंगे? ये सवाल पूछना है कि कांग्रेस वर्सेस बीजेपी में ये कौन रेस्पॉन्सिबल है, या बीजेडी में कौन रेस्पॉन्सिबल है? कौन सा सवाल पूछना है? अगर आप प्राइम टाइम टेलीविजन एंकर पूछिए ना, आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन टू इंडियन स्पोर्ट क्या है? आप कुछ जानते हो? आपको कुछ पता है? आपको कुछ पता है ये हॉकी टीम में कितना प्लेयर्स है, कितना लोग जा रहे हैं, कौन से प्लेयर्स कौन से पोजीशन में खेलते हैं? मैं चैलेंज कर रहा हूं, आपको नहीं पता, आ जाइए मेरे साथ एक टेलीविजन डिबेट में या कोई भी डिबेट में, मैं आपको एक्सपोज कर दूंगा। एंड प्रॉब्लम ये है, हम ये करते हैं हमारे स्पोर्ट के साथ। हमारे स्पोर्ट को हम लोग खुद डेनिग्रेट करते हैं, हमारे स्पोर्ट को हम लोग खुद डिसरिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, हमारे स्पोर्ट को हम लोग खुद बेइज्जत करते हैं, and in the process खुद embarrassed होते हैं। That is the plight of the Indian sports journalist. This is a very sorry state to be in, trust me. Very sorry state to be in. The athlete has been sacrificed at the altar of political egos. The athlete doesn't even exist in front of the political larger macro picture in the country. So what if we are going to play a World Cup? It does not matter. And we who want to do real sport, so what? It's not relevant. This is not a political debate. So how are you even relevant? Who cares for Indian sport? It's a very sad situation to be in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We at Red Sports will keep continuing to do the stories. I will put this on record, whether Dilip Tirki stays on in Hockey India, or Bholanath Singh does, or Commander Srivastav does, or somebody else does. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is what happens to that sport of hockey and how India performs in the World Cup. What matters to me is if India does well in the Asian Games and qualifies for the Olympic Games by winning the gold. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. What happens to these these officials and administrators. It doesn't. What doesn't matter to me is what is played out on national primetime television, because it's murky and nonsensical. What matters to me is what happens to Indian hockey. And I know I'm in a minuscule minority here. I know I will not get the numbers that a political juicy debate will get. I know that. But my commitment to the sport and the Rev Sports commitment to the sport will continue to be the way it is. I don't care if the politicians watch me. I don't care if the political class watches me. I don't care if in India we are a minuscule minority. We will continue to serve Indian sport, report on Indian sport, and ask the right questions on Indian sport. That's what it is. Folks, thank you very much for watching.